Deadlock is a phenomenal movie. Wasn't sure what I was going into with this one. Threw it on. As it starts, I felt I was going into an almost spaghetti western kind of environment. We're in this land, it's white, dusty sand, it looks barren. We see this kid carrying a silver case, a young man staggering across the desert before collapsing. We then meet Dump, this guy who's driving a truck, who passes by and happens to discover that this suitcase is full of money. The young kid has a bullet wound in his arm and he has the temptation of taking the case. Ultimately, he decides to go back to see if the young man is dead or not, only to discover that he's very much alive and looking for his case, pulling a gun on Dump and taking him back to this abandoned mining town where Dump seems to live with only his daughter and his wife, I think. And it's a very strange movie with very little dialogue and very much a limited kind of plot as well. When you break it down to just the logline of this one, it's two criminals committing a robbery. They are waiting for a meet-up to split the cash in an abandoned mining town. But it's so much more than just that. It has these three characters at the heart of it, whether it be Dump, Kid or Mr. Sunshine, who all have different machinations going on. Dump himself, he's a man at kind of the end of his tether. He's a man who's locked into seeing this kind of thing. A very manipulative person. He wants the money. He wants to break away from this life and get somewhere better where he can live out his days and enjoy things. Mr. Sunshine is a much more calculated, lethal machine who comes into the movie about a third of the way through and has a very definite threat to him. He's one of those people that you just don't trust. And the kid is a very mysterious character. He's got a wound in his arm. He's a young man who doesn't say much. He does the opposite of what you would expect and has these solemn stares as he looks longingly into the distance or into the camera that just almost sees into your soul. And it's all about these characters playing with each other for much of the movie. There are conversations where there is a definite duality to what is being said. There is playfulness in the way that they torment Dump as well. There is a relationship between Sunshine and the kid, which is very parental at moments, but also you feel as if these guys don't get on all that great. There has been a working relationship there, there has been a mutual respect, but that respect is starting to shift. And it just plays things out in such a wonderful fashion. It's not a movie where everything is roses and everything works out great for all the characters. You can understand that chaos is coming, death is coming to this small town. It is a feeling of a kind of purgatory that these people are stuck in, just waiting to move on to the next plane of existence, which they will do in probably a violent manner. But this movie is wonderfully well shot. It has some really nice stylistic touches that make the film look and feel a little bit different from the norm. Artistic touches, things that may not be mainstream film material, but something that really elevates this.
Get away.
I love the look of the movie. Its barren, stranded feel to these people stuck in the middle of nowhere has a really, like I said, otherworldly feel to it. The looks and the chiselled faces of these characters who look as if they've already been through a lot, who've had hard lives, really light up the screen. The weird performances as well are something of a delight. They put you in the back foot a little bit. They don't feel conventional, but they are really interesting to watch. And the action and the tense moments within this one and the mystery of who everybody is and how they relate to each other is something that kept me constantly on my toes. I was over the moon watching Deadlock. It was a movie that struck so many chords with me, from the fantastic score to the look of the film to the little artistic flourishes that came in throughout it to the wonderful characters that populated this movie. Everything about it screams class in my book and is one that I would strongly recommend. I'd love to know your thoughts on Deadlock, whether you've seen it, something you're interested in. Let me know your thoughts. Of course, there is other videos up here that you can check out. You want to see more of my content, and of course you can like this video, share it, which really helps me, or you can join the membership program or Patreon if you really want to support me. I appreciate everything. Thanks very much, and I'll see you next time.